Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I'm here to give to you a review on the Real Housewives of Potomac Season 3 Episode 16, I believe it is. Y'all gonna know from that title, okay? I really don't recall, but I think it's 15. Anyway, let's get into it. So the ladies are still in France. They're in France for Monique's birthday. Of course, Bravo's paying for this trip with the amount of effort that Miss Monique was putting in just to have Giselle and Robin come to this shit. And they trying to act like they had some kind of, they had a choice whether to come or not. We know they had no choice. And even if you had a choice, especially Robin, she would have been hopping at that opportunity to go on that free trip to France because girlfriend ain't got nothing going on and she does not have any coins. So she cannot take herself. So let's not have them playing around, okay? Girl, bye. We know you guys are quite happy to be there. Let's not act as though, let's not play, okay? Let's be real. Can we do that? Can we do that at least? Can we be real, okay? Okay, so I just don't get it. So they're all going out and they're going to see this. The first thing I want to know is, why is Robin hugging? Why is Monique hugging on Robin? I really didn't get that part. Anyhow, we picked up where we left off the last time. Robin and Giselle going off on their own, acting as though, Robin woke up late and she won't be able to make it. But we all know that they between the two of them, okay, they had their own plans not to join the ladies or whatever. So, Robin wouldn't have been strong enough to go through with the lies. So Giselle did what she do best, okay, deceive, and that was it, okay. So they went out on their own and they met up back, after the ladies went over to the distillery, the essential oil distillery, and they had a good time over there. And you saw Monique, she's stomping or whatever, to make the essential oils and whatever, and they had a pretty good time. She even asked Madame Ashley how come she's not over there with the Green Eye Bandits, or is she there just to report, okay, to just see what goes on and report back to base, okay. And she's like, oh, I'm grown, I'll be wherever I want to be. And then she's like, I don't know why Monique is all worried about me and Giselle and whatever. What she needs to be worried about is her and Charisse, and what Charisse has been saying about her. Okay, Miss Ashley, okay, we get you. So Robert and Giselle went out and they basically were just looking into food and whatever. And Robin was expressing to us that she has been to Europe before, back when they had money. Her and Juan went on a tour of Europe or whatever, and she has always wanted to come back, but they ain't got no money. So now that Bravo's providing this free trip for her, homegirl is so happy about it, and she was acting like she doesn't want to come. Girl, bye. See, that's how it all comes out. That's how it all comes out, okay? She was acting, oh, I don't really want to go, whatever. We know you wants to go, honey. You really do. Don't be playing, okay? Don't be playing. So, over back to the girls, after they leave the essential place, they're going to get, they meet up back with Robin and Giselle, and that's when the whole hugging situation took place or whatever. And, they go to get ice cream, and Candace starts singing, child. Now, I must say that Candace is a good singer. She's pretty good. She sounded very good. Much better than Miss Ashley. And she said that was her talent, girl. Okay, girl, if you say that. But I think that Miss Candace has something going on for her. She's a pretty good singer. I really liked her voice. The little that we heard of it. And, Karen makes us to know that Little Miss Candace is always singing, Bravo with the shady ass go up and shows all those clips of Candace singing and whatever. And it was quite interesting, she can sing, okay, the girl can sing. And it was a cute scene or whatever. So, the ladies are just going around town and checking out places and taking pictures. And it was a good moment to see them like all happy and stuff, because they're so miserable, especially when Giselle is around. So I was so happy for that moment. They're taking pictures, they're kicking, they're being funny and cool and whatever. And so then they go to the perfume lady store, whatever it is. And she's basically explaining to them how these fragrances are made, how they work out, how she got into it. And Karen's paying extra interest into this because of how Giselle was going down on her, back at the hotel, asking why would she not be excited to go if she's supposed to be establishing a perfume line. She should have been the one to hop at this opportunity to really get in and learn as much as she possibly can. And it's not wrong what Giselle says. It's just that you and this lady are not friends like you were before because you're a bitch. Okay? And if you're a bitch and you and I are not friends like we are before, don't be asking me any questions, because I will be sitting on ready at all times. Okay? And when you're sitting on ready, anything can be taken as shade, anything can be taken as, you're trying to take a jab at someone, and they're gonna come for you, they're gonna attack you, okay? It's as simple as that, okay? It's as simple as that. Damn. So, while they're at the perfume thing, Karen is asking a lot of questions. She's looking into the perfume and so forth. And then the lady decides to show her how they actually mix this perfume and get it together or whatever. And little Miss Giselle pops in the midst, and she's like, oh my gosh, so Karen, this is all you need right in your living room, and you can just start making your own shit. Bitch, don't you think a lot of us would have been doing that if it was that simple? Like, girl, whatever. So, she starts asking them, like, how much do you pay for this? How much do you pay for this machine? Whatever. And the lady's like, it's like 3,000 euro, whatever. Is it 3,000 euro? Karen, you can totally get it. She just starts badgering Karen, and I can see the fuse in Karen's head is about to blow, and she was gonna take off on Miss Giselle if she didn't stop with all those damn questions. She was really pissing me off. I think if I were Karen, I'd be pretty pissed off too. Like, Giselle is a real sickening, annoying person. She really is. She's just the lowest of the low. Damn. She is just, totally badgering Karen on this whole perfume bullshit, but they make their decisions, they have to live with it, because I personally, Giselle won't be my friend, we won't be having any conversations, okay, never. So she would have never been asking me any questions or saying anything to me the way in which I would have been treating her, okay? So, they're over at Dintier, and they're basically talking, the little issues over whatever, and Giselle and Ashley decides to come at Karen and say, is that why you're not wearing your ring or whatever? So again, they strike with this bullshit. Like, if this woman is not wearing her ring, you guys are really not close like that, especially Giselle. If this is your friend and your friend keeps feeling like she's being attacked by you, just stop it. Just stop the whole nonsense. Like, why is it you continue to pursue this woman? You see she does, even if she's lying. If we can't doubt the fact Karen is lying with certain things that she's saying, but Karen doesn't owe Giselle shit. Like, girl, I ain't gotta tell you my business. I don't have to tell you anything about me if I don't want to tell you. Like, what do you think this is? Okay, we don't care about you. Okay, I don't care about you. You shouldn't be caring about me to be finding out all of my business. I don't see Karen asking her anything. Anything that is really personal, I don't see Karen asking her. And considering the fact that you and her are not on bad terms, just mind your business. But you see, she can't do that now because she's out to start mess and drama. That is all of Giselle, and that is why I just can't stand this This lady. Okay, I really just can't stand Giselle. She's fake as shit. She's full of shit. She is shit. She's nasty as shit. She's rude as shit. She's just shit. Okay? Just shit. I, I can't. I can't with her. Okay? I can't. I really can't. So, after they done got that whole situation cleared up, and Karen ain't gonna play with them. Karen checks their, check the shit out of them. I love that about Karen. She's very quick with it. She be quick to get at them, but I wish that she would stop lying and just like not have any kind of conversation with these women or something, rather than to have them like asking you questions that you don't want to answer because you know that it's coming from no place that is good. And just not talk to them. Just ignore the shit out of them like they're not even in the room. Because, girl, this would have been me every time Giselle speaks. She over here. Every time that girl speaks, I would have never been hearing her because she's full of shit. And we all know that. Ignore the shit out of her. Come on, please. Ugh. So Ashley comes with a bullshit to Monique and Charisse, talking about, the little situation that Miss Giselle has started when she and Robin came to Charisse with a bullshit talking about, oh, Monique is not to be trusted. Monique is just here to take your Potomac friends and contacts and whatever. She's using you. And, they were basically trying to get Charisse to admit that she was saying this stuff. And, the whole time Monique was buying into the shit, looking at them like, looking at Charisse like, you said that, like, you need to see what these people are doing. Like, anything that comes out of Giselle, Robin, or Ashley's mouth, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear anything, because it's like they're just trying to divide people. They're trying to make everyone, just have this hatred for Monique and who they can't get to. They try to get her to have a problem with that person, so that person doesn't want to be around her anymore, so they can come on the team. And she's so silly. She keeps sucking up to these women and their foolishness, and this thing really irks me. I wish that she would stop this foolishness. I really wish Monique would. But Charisse didn't allow them to sway her in any way. She said, are you going to let me speak? Are you going to let me speak? And she was just explaining this whole situation, because then they bring up the fact that Miss Candle was coming around. Monique put it out there. Charisse was the one who wanted her to come around in the first place. I'm like, girl, you are letting the green-eyed bandits get in your head, and they are putting you against your friend. Like, hold your own. Like, you ain't gotta explain shit to them. But this is the problem with you, Monique. You want to be friends with them. And why do you want to be friends with them? Who the hell is Giselle and who the hell is Robin? Who the hell are they? Who the hell are they? Why do you want to be these women's friend? I don't know why you want to be this woman's friend. Like, I wouldn't care. I won't give two shit. I would talk to everybody else and just ignore the shit out of Giselle and Robin. Like, we don't ever have to speak. We never have to speak. You have nothing over me. You have nothing for me. You have nothing that I want. I don't ever have to speak to you, girl. Like, girl, bye. Bye. So, Charisse explains that whole having Kendall come around situation, and she basically, says that, yes, she did bring Kendall around, and it was because of her issues with Miss Giselle about a year ago, when Miss Giselle was running her mouth recklessly, like she done got diarrhea of the mouth, and was saying that, Miss Charisse's husband was having girlfriends, and Charisse was dating a fireman. And Charisse was not here for the shit, okay? She was like, no, that is not true, Giselle, that's a damn lie. She's like, yes, you were with the fireman or whatever. So, you guys remember that. You guys remember that when they had that entire back and forth, especially on the reunion, about the fireman story. And Charisse was totally refuting that. She's like, no, I ain't got no fireman boyfriend and whatever. So she's like, that was like her payback for that. And Giselle's like, girl, you talking about that happened a year ago? I thought we resolved that. Like, girl. sometimes a bitch just say, okay, I forgive you, but we still got you in our minds because you haven't shown a change in character, bitch. You're still bitch, which means we still can't trust you, which means every time that you do something that is bitchy, I will get angry about what you did to me before. So that's why, we just can't forget about it, okay? Damn. I just can't with Giselle, and I don't know why any of these women even try with Giselle. Giselle is a misery. She is miserable, and she is trying to make everyone else miserable like her. Miserable. So, moving on from the bullshit, Candace seeks the opportunity to bring up the issue with Ooh, child. she takes this as the opportunity to bring up this issue with Giselle and Monique, laughing at her when she tries to bring up this whole situation with Chris, and Chris calling her a princess. And once again, Monique busts out laughing, and I'm like, it's not fair that they're doing that to her, but if I find that I was in a group where I'm not being taken seriously and people do not respect me, it's either you hang out with the people that actually care for you and actually respect your views or whatever, and forget about those who don't. I see Candace as a girl who just wants to fit in, and she's trying really hard. This whole story with Chris, she's just blowing it out of proportion. Like, you are a princess, honey. You are a princess. Just live in your truth. Be like, yes, I'm a princess. Okay, I'm a princess. Do you want to be a princess too? Like, just own the shit and move on with it. Because once you own the shit, them saying the shit to you will not make any sense because you already said it yourself. Okay, like, just own the shit. I'm a princess, and so what? So what? I'm a princess. Catch that trade. Like, I'm a princess. Like, just own it and forget about it. Don't let them be, have the chance to, like, put things. It wasn't even that serious of a situation. You actually made it a serious issue when you went there with his family, and I personally would not have been repeating that story ever, because it reflected really bad on your personality and your morals and, like, who you are as a person. The fact that someone can tell you something so simple and you go off and you tell them things about their family and so forth, like, you saying that was really horrible. It reflected really negatively on you as a person and so forth. So I think that you should have never ever brought up that story ever again. So you should be glad that they weren't really listening to you or whatever. I did find it quite corny how you were speaking, though. Really. Like, you was doing too much that night. Anyhow, moving on, the ladies, they basically laugh off the situation once again. It wasn't taken seriously. But Monique comes to her afterwards, and Monique is like, I'm sorry that I laughed at you or whatever. It's just like, you was speaking like you was really famous, and she really was. But Monique apologized to her about the whole situation, to her, like, I'm sorry, me, laughing at you or whatever was disrespectful. But of course, the evil witch Giselle is just gonna move on from, like, girl, bye, whatever. Rightfully so in this instance. But I'm never here for the bitch, okay? Never here for the bitch. Never here for her. So moving on to the next day, Candace meets up with Karen, and they have a sit down, and they're having like this nice little conversation. Oh, this is such a pretty view, looks like a painting or whatever. And like, Karen's like, something's up. There's some heaviness here, and she just gets to ask it, Candace, what's up, girl? What's up? Okay, what's up? What's bothering you? And Candace just lets her know that she feels like no one in the group takes her seriously. Everyone, was laughing at her the other night, and she felt really bad about it or whatever. Once again, proof princess behavior, because you're not, this that you're doing, Candace, is not helping the situation. It's only proving why Chris would have called you that. Like, just let it go, girl. Just let it go. You're a princess, so what? Move on. But she says that she feels, as basically was saying, that she feels like she's not fitting in. The women don't take her seriously. They don't respect her. They don't respect her feelings. And she was just trying to get some little sister, big sister conversation time with the girls, but no one was here for the shit. They didn't take her seriously and whatever. So Karen is telling her mouth is getting her in trouble. Your mouth, you're oversharing, you're sharing too much or whatever. And it's very true. Like, Candice, girl, we can do with less information about you. Like, we really can. Like, the stuff that you're putting out there are the stuff that they are going to use against you. And that's what Karen has been trying to tell you. And like, you're not hearing it. Why are you not hearing it? Why are you not receiving this? There is nothing hard to grasp. I think you just like talking about yourself, which is probably not such a bad thing, but people find it quite annoying, and especially when you're talking about yourself as though you're this and you're really this. People just don't enjoy it. They find it quite annoying or whatever. And the stuff that you be complaining with is like nothing compared to the real issues in the world. So you are really like a princess. And that's why you're not really taken seriously. Anyway, Charisse joins in the conversation, and Charisse calls her a princess again, and she too, tries to explain to her that really and truly there was nothing very serious about what happened with her and Chris on his path, but when she was the one who took it there, and she needs to come back a little, like just sit back a little and calm down. She's too anxious to groove in with the women and just oversharing and everything else. And she's like denying all of this. Like, girl, you're in denial, total princess behavior. Like, stop. If everyone is telling you one thing, everyone cannot be wrong. Sometimes we need someone from the outside to tell us where we are going wrong on the inside. And you just need to sit back and hear a bitch out, okay? And stop complaining. Damn it. Anyway, Karen was doing a total imitation of her, basically showing her how, sometimes the way that she's talking about herself can really be annoying, because, she's like, oh my God, I'm coming to the airport and like everyone knows who I am. She's making it out to be more than what it is. And once again, it goes right back to the princess behavior that everyone is talking about. So I hope that Candice really receive what the women are telling her and just pull back a little and stop trying to groove in and be all conversational and chatty with everyone. But she was also explaining that she feels really left out, because when she came in the group, it was her, Ashley, Monique, and now Monique is trying to fit herself in Giselle and Robin's ass, and so is Ashley. They're both trying to fit in the green eye witch's ass, and now she's left standing there all by herself. The most I can advise her is try to not advise her. The most I would do if I were her is just fit in with Karen and Charisse. I think Charisse is a really cool lady. She's older, she's wiser, and she's fun. She's quite groovy, she's not this big bougie type of shit. I think she's a cool chick, okay? I would hang with her and forget about the other bitches, okay? Next. So, Robin is over there with flip-flopping ass Ashley, and they're talking about Candice and laughing about it. And Robin is just letting us know that she too was born with a silver spoon in her mouth. And she doesn't see a problem with it. She's never felt any way to complain about it or whatever. By the way, she grew up with everyone around her was like that. Maybe that's why you didn't see a problem with it. But anyway, moving on. At least she owned her shit, okay? She was like, I'm fine with being privileged or whatever. But I must say, it made me wonder, how come you and your kids were taking cold shower and you were privileged? I really would like to know. Anyway, moving on. just something for thought, okay? Something for thought. So moving on. Monique, once again, trying to be friends with Giselle. Giselle does not want to be friends with you. just give up this entire stupid situation with you molding upon the Giselle. She's never going to be your friend, and you trying to say that you didn't want Kendall really to come around. It's just that Sharice wanted to get at her or whatever. I think Giselle was right in calling you out, saying that you like to blame other people for the shit that you do, because I do see it that way too. You wanted to get at her, and if you had said, yes bitch, I did it to get at you, I did it, I would have been like, you go girl, tell her, do it again too. You understand? But this way that you have, that you're just faking everything, like, girl, own the shit and stand in your truth. That is the problem with majority of these women on these shows. They do not own this shit. Like, they would do something totally messy, totally bad, and can stand and say, yes, I did this shit. And that is what makes it, you understand what I'm saying? Like, when you own your shit, there's no one can tell you about your shit, because you already owned it. And I wish they would do that more, okay? So that's it for I'm not going to be dissecting this whole Monique Giselle thing. Giselle's nasty. Forget about her, okay? So that is it for the Real Housewives of Potomac. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you like this video and show you subscribe. And hit me in the comments. Let me know what you think of this episode. What were some of the things that were bothering you about this whole situation, and some of the stuff that was just getting on your goddamn nerve. Everything about Giselle gets on my nerve. Okay? But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.